And welcome back for part 3. I made a boo-boo, and I thought Coran said reach. He said breach. So, Coran, as a result, I'm going to have you eliminate the damage that you just took from that grenade.
Alrighty.
Because we'll stick with the fluff and say that you were knocked down, but...
Okay. So
And I will tell you, as you look back up at him and he dusts his uniform off and he looks all sly when he's doing it, you could tell he's hurt. He's got blood coming from his lip from where he smacked his face against the console, a little bit of bruising on his cheekbone. He looks less smug than he did, I don't know, the entire time you've known him. So let's get back into combat, guys. We're going to move over to the screen here. Hallelujah. Now, the commandos, they decide that they are going to open fire. There's only 2 commando units left. Oh my goodness. That is amazing for you guys.
yeah.
So, stormtroopers are just going down all over the place. The Imperial Army officers are taking hits, and you see some of them are naval staff, so they're wearing the black helmets with the black uniforms. They're getting hit, and the commandos are just firing from their positions. And as they volley off their last few shots towards these guys, Admiral Thrawn steps forward and grits under his teeth. Enough of this! He lifts his disruptor pistol and fires at you.
Oh, fuck.
Now, who here loves to look up rules for me? Because I forgot what Vicious did.
Sure, here.
It adds to the critical damage rating
Right. Yeah.
by 10, plus 10.
Holy fuck.
He fires at the commando units who are hiding behind the barriers.
Okay.
So he raises his pistol at you, Corin, and then drags it to the right and takes a shot.
Woo!
And he just blam, 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 and with pinpoint accuracy, one of the commando units just falls. And now it is time for the stormtroopers to go. They are also going to fire. Oh my god, and the other commando unit goes down.
That's just me. Yeah.
So a hail of fires going on, but as you realize the fight is taking a turn for the worse, there's less and less fire coming from your side.
Yeah.
How are you? What is Corin's response to this?
As, the explosion happened, Thrawn just took out that whole commando unit and the other commando unit. Corin's felt that this fight was not... He didn't see it going in his favor. He was just happy that he could, fuck these guys up. So, as the last commando unit dies, he's just going to kind of get up and smile at Thrawn. Well, what are you waiting for?
Thrawn nods. You put up a good fight. Take him out. And for his maneuver, he turns and starts heading back towards the turbo lift from whence he came. He is now at long range.
Yep.
The stormtroopers have fired their shots. It is now your turn.
Excuse me.
Now, you have choices. You could dip back into the landing craft. You could run down to the left of the hallway. You could run down to the right of the hallway. You can go after Thrawn. It's entirely up to you.
I'm going to take a shot at him, and then I'm going to duck into the landing craft. So I'm going to shoot first at long.
which is 3 purple.
Yep, and 3 difficulty because of his... Wait, do I...
3... his defenses is still 3.
It's still 3 even though he's walking away?
I will give you a blue boost die, or another blue boost die. So let's give you 2 blue boost. We'll give you 3 threat and 3 difficulty and make your shot.
Okay. And... He's one of those.
Me too.
There we go. Difficulty, right? Okay.
And then you just upgrade 1 on your side, upgrade 1 on his side.
Okay. And E11.
Oh,
yes.
God damn it. I did it again. I am so sorry. Hit roll. It's actually better
Take that roll. Take that roll.
There we go.
Holy.
Fuck you!
You fire your E11, and Thrawn pushes a button on the turbo lift, and as the door opens, blood goes all over the inside of the turbo lift. And he looks down towards his torso, and he goes... falls to his knees, hits the ground, and he's crawling into the turbo lift.
And with that... I bid you adieu, and I run for the ship. Right over here.
So, yep, you dip into the ship, and now you have... I'm going to give you 2 black against their shots. Oh my goodness. Admiral Thrawn uses his movement with his 1 wound remaining. He crawls into the turbo lift, reaches up and hits a button, and the doors just go and shut. Oh, I was really hoping you would have gotten 1 more success, because you would have killed Admiral Thrawn. The stormtroopers advance on your position.
Oh, God.
And they open fire.
Yay.
2 of them fire at medium range, so let's do that first. So 2 black, 2 purple, 1 green, 2 yellow, blam, nothing, blam. Okay, so God. They fail, but there's a triumph.
Yeah.
And I think the triumph is that when Thrawn gets into the turbo lift, he immediately selects the floor that the medical facility is located on and starts going down instead of back up to the bridge.
That makes sense.
And now the others are going to fire at you from long range.
Okay.
Missing terribly. They're doing the Death Star Stormtrooper fight scene. It is now your turn.
Can I use a perception to see if there is... You know what? No. Hold on. I use a light side, and since we knew we were attacking Super Star Destroyer, I find a rocket launcher.
Yeah, as you're going in, apparently one of the commandos that ate shit, like, right from the get-go, as you guys were filing out, his rocket launcher rolled into the hallway. And as you kneel down to pick it up, you look up. The pilot who's sitting there is crumpled in his seat, and there's a bunch of metal bars sticking in his chest. And the co-pilot's sitting there, and he's still alive, but barely. And you see he's been fumbling with something on the wall. And he opens up this white kit and pulls out a stim pack. And then he looks at you and reaches out to you and hands you the stim pack.
I'm gonna look at him and nod and take it and then stick myself.
And he dies. And you recover 5 hit points.
Oh, thank God. Okay, now, with this newfound rocket launcher, I'm gonna shoot at this guy. So that's medium range.
Okay.
Okay.
You've got the stats for it, right?
Grakazza, you have the stats, right? I know you used it once, so...
I think it's on the... Yeah, Grakazza could look it up for you while you're getting ready to make your roll.
Okay, so...
And it's
rocket launcher.
ranged heavy, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ranged heavy, 12 damage, 4 critical. And it has the quality of breach 3.
Okay, so
any
not
defenses
reach,
that these
breach.
guys, any defenses that these guys would have had would have been nullified.
Okay, so I'm not moving, so I'm going to use the aim action. And okay, since I shot Thrawn and I saw him go down, would I still use a setback because of Jurg's dead body?
No, because you're not attacking Thrawn.
Well, I was getting a boost for attacking him. If I attacked anybody else, we were talking about.
Oh,
doing a
yeah,
setback.
no, it's gone now. He's gone.
Okay. So I will use the aim. It is 2, right, for medium? Because that's what I'm aiming at. Okay. And then range.
No,
10.
you moved. You cannot use aim.
Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah. Okay. So ranged heavy. Yeah. There we go. And then with those advantages, I want to pass them on to me.
Well, you wouldn't have to worry about that. It's just pass them on
okay.
to the next player, and that would
Gotcha.
be you.
Okay.
But I need you to re-roll that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got messed up. Gotcha.
It's actually probably better this way. Trust me.
2. Gotcha. Ranged heavy. And fire again. No, it's not.
Okay. So you go, and when you fire the rocket launcher, the stormtroopers are like, shit, and it goes right past them and hits the turbo lift and just blows up. But because the turbo lift is protected by blast doors, the explosion kind of wraps around the turbo lift.
Okay.
And you still have 2 rounds in that rocket launcher.
Cool.
Just as you see more stormtroopers filtering into the hallway towards your landing craft.
Okay.
And as you're reloading the next round, the lights go off in the Star Destroyer. The only light there is now is the light coming from your landing craft. And it's like a little orange emergency light.
Okay.
So, the stormtroopers are up.
Yeah.
There's 11 groups firing at you.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
But I'm going to say because you're firing the rocket, I'm going to give them another setback.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 of them get this shot. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, yeah, I'm
5.
dead.
All right. Coran.
Yep.
You're sitting there with the rocket launcher, and this blaster bolt hits you, and then it hits you again, and it hits you in the stomach, and then it hits you in the leg, and it hits you in the chest. And we've got more coming.
Yep.
Okay, one of them hits you again. And describe to me what happens when Commander Coran Reed dies.
Well, Reed, knowing this was a suicide mission, as he falls back, bleeding and dying with a rocket launcher in his hand, he just kind of coughs up some blood, pulls out the flask that Zoran gave him, takes a swig of what's left of the alcohol, drops it, and just smiles because he knows that, as they say with Corellians, they have rocket fuel for blood. So he just did what old Corellians do, go against the odds, and he won in his mind.
Excellent. Your eyes close, your body goes limp, and the rocket launcher rolls away from your hands, tinkering to the floor. The stormtroopers continue to fire at your body as they all come up to the craft, making sure that you are in fact dead. And as they do so, an explosion tears out of one of the blast doors nearby, and several commando squads start coming up, and they're like, "Burn them!" I mean, the stormtroopers don't even see it coming. They're hit from the sides, they're hit from the back. One of the commandos gets down on the ground, lifts up a rocket launcher, the other taps him on the head, and he fires the rocket launcher, blowing apart a huge swath of stormtroopers at the entrance. The explosion hits your rocket launcher, which blows the ship up. And as the pod blows up on the outside of this vessel, the vacuum of space goes... Few of the commandos go, "Wah!" and are pulled with the stormtroopers outside the port, but one of them reaches over and presses a button as a blast door shuts in the hallway, sealing it off. They look around. "Search for Commander Reed. We need to find him immediately. Let's hail him." And they start pushing on their comms. "Commander Reed! Commander Reed!" The camera wipes. Grakazza, you are aboard the Destiny Horizon in the hangar with Valery and Tun Po. No ships are going to be able to chase this thing down. It's all in Valeria's hands with that B-Wing. What do you guys do?
Well, Valery's thinking. The Admiral gave me this Corellian Corvette to use as a new science vessel. I mean, if it's available, but if we can find a way to get over to it, maybe we can find her.
Grakazza, you know that the Destiny Horizon came on this mission alone and left the rest of the fleet behind.
Val, that Corvette's back with the rest of the fleet.
Oh, there's got to be something around here that we can use. At least to go and help her. Especially yeah, but she's not heading, she's chasing the ship. It might be heading to those Trade Federation ships. And I don't think we want to let the Stars end up in their hands.
What about the ion laser banks? Do we have any of those left?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I go and hail. I try to hail the Commander Zoran.
As you go to hail Commander Zoran, you're receiving a message.
I tap the message to open it.
You see, almost like on your little communications device, which does have a holo projector, you see there's a commando unit officer. And he's like, "Grakazza, as the senior officer in command, we need orders. We are on board. We are inside the Super Star Destroyer, and the bridge is probably 4 decks above us."
What do you mean, senior officer in command? What happened to Coran?
Sir, Commander Reed has been lost.
What do you mean, lost?
He's gone, sir. Him and his commando unit were wiped out.
Valery gasps and just puts her hand on Grakazza's arm.
We don't know exactly what happened, but there's a lot of explosion marks here. They gave one hell of a fight. There's so many dead stormtroopers, it's ridiculous. And we found the body of a Bothan. Apparently his head has been severed. We've identified it as Yerg. Grakazza, can you read?
Commando.
Yes, sir.
Kill them all. And I cut the comlink.
The commando turns to the others, says, "You have your orders." And one of them, 2 crates are carted up, and they open it up, and each crate has 3 thermal imploders that have been wired together. He says, "We need to get this up to the bridge." And they nod. And they all grab their gear, and they start heading up, and one of the officers looks down on the ground and sees a flask belonging to Commander Zoran that has slid out of the vessel and survived some of the blast marks. He held it up, Still full of fluid, even though it's been opened. He says, "To you, Commander Reed." Takes a drink until it's empty. Bittersweet. Drops it. Goes, "All right, Leathernecks, there's no way out of this. Let's do what we need to do and get out of here."
Valery needs to go find a communications console, something that she can make a long-distance call. Where could she go to on the Destiny Horizon?
You would have to go to the communications station, which is near engineering.
All right, she's going to tell Tun Po, "Come with me." We're going to head to that.
Right behind you.
All right. So you guys start moving. Actually, I don't think any of you... Grakazza would have to take you there. I don't think any of you know where that would be.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because Grakazza, he leads the engineering teams, so he knows where all that crap is.
I would think it's somewhere near the bridge, correct?
No, engineering is not near the bridge.
Well,
no, not engineering.
But the communication station is next to engineering. If you actually look at a shape of a Nebulon B frigate, the antenna arrays are nowhere near the bridge. They're on a different deck. You could go to the bridge if you want to interrupt that process. It's entirely up to you guys.
No. Because we need to get to the communication center really quick. I need to contact Valeria.
Yeah.
Maybe a way to change some things.
Yeah. I just kind of stand there, not really listening. Just holding the communicator in my hands.
And so she just kind of starts to move him along to help. Here, show me. Let's go wherever it is.
I start kind of. I let her push me a bit and just kind of mindlessly walk towards the nearest maintenance hatch to kind of use a shortcut to get to the communications hub. But I'm still just kind of blank stare on my face. Just a blank stare and just looking at my communicator still as we move through.
There's no problem with that. You would find a hatch and you open it up and it's a familiar hallway as you walk in. You hear a familiar gonk, 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 and you look over and there's a centipede gonk droid that has been welded together, patrolling the hallways. You are now in the Wiseman's quarters, and the communications hub is on the other side.
Like, basically just go through a door and it's right there.
Yeah. The engineering has this really handy setup to where you can get to all of the important systems through either a tram traveling to the other end of the ship if you need engines, or straight to key essential systems in case they need worked on.
Okay. I turned to Val and Tun Po and just kind of motioned towards the door.
Okay, thank you. So then we go inside.
All right, yeah, you walk inside the communications array.
All right, so I'll go over to the console and look at the things and try and I want to make a long distance call to hopefully whatever that frequency is that the Nebulon, not the Nebulon thing, the B-wing.
Yeah, Grakazza would actually have that information.
Okay. Oh, good. All right. So get that from him. And place a call to Valeria. Hopefully she'll answer.
Yeah, so you place the call. Valeria's face kind of pixelates on the screen. It's really bad. And she's like, "What?
What's your status? How close are you to getting to the ship? To getting to the Star's End?
I'm almost there. Almost within torpedo range.
Are you going to blow it up?
What other choice do I have?
Is there a way you think you can get on board? Could you get...
This thing can't dock with that.
Do you have any kind of way? Do you have the codes that we could remotely activate the ship?
No. I barely even had it under my control when I met you. And whoever had it before put some sort of encryption on everything. I was barely able to get what we had unlocked.
What information do you have with the encryptions that you could send me right now?
I can't send you anything. This thing can't send that stuff. I'd have to send it to you from the Star's End.
You have no other codes that I could try and remotely contact that ship?
No other codes. You know what? You can go up to one of the data banks on the bridge and try to hack in yourself if you've got somebody who's skilled enough in it.
I could possibly do it. What I'm thinking, things aren't going so well here, and we're losing people, and possibly we could lose the ship, including your husband. So one of the things I'm thinking of is perhaps it's time to make a change, if you know what I mean.
Well, you know what? You go ahead and do that. I have no idea what you mean. Figure it out. And somebody take out that damn interdictor. And she shuts off comms.
All right.
Tun
Let's
Po
go.
and Valery and Grakazza are just standing there.
Could I do it from the communication center here? Try and contact the ship. Or try and get control of this.
No.
Get control of the.
Don't do that. You would have to go into the computers up at the bridge.
All right, that's where I'm going to go.
All right.
So I don't know if you two want to come with me. This might be something I need to do on my own.
I said
computers is not my forte. Sorry.
Oh well, It's sort of mine.
I don't say anything. I just kind of look past
Grakazza, just Tun Po, take care of Grakazza if you don't mind, please. I'll be back. She puts her hand on Grakazza's head and kind of pats him and puts her hand on Tun Po's shoulder and takes him and heads for the lift to the bridge.
So yeah, you take the lift to the bridge, no problem. Staff on the bridge are moving all over the place, and the Admiral's sitting in a chair dumbfounded, and Zoran's just... Do you go, Grakazza? Is it all three of you traveling together, or are you just kind of...
No, I stayed behind.
Yeah. I'm
just kind of lost.
They are upset.
So I go up there, and with all the fuss, I'm going to try and make my way over to the computers quietly, or just kind of get over to what I need to do.
Well, all the computers are being taken up.
I go over to one of the technicians and say, if you don't mind, I think I might be able to help with something here. If you could.
Okay, well, I'm doing something right now. I'm trying to coordinate the strike teams and the fighters.
Is there another console that I could use?
We're all using the consoles. What do you need? Take it up with the commander. She motions to Zoran.
Okay. Zoran, I'll go over to see him.
Yeah, and you move up to Zoran, and he just looks pale in the face, and the Mon Calamari looks completely shocked.
I'll pull Zoran aside with Zoran. Now listen to me.
Tun Po, you notice something as you're looking at this hologram. The Star's End isn't going towards the Trade Federation ships. It's going towards the Super Star Destroyer.
Is this the hologram on?
Yeah,
deck?
it's like a war table. Valery, you go up to the commander. What is it, Valery?
I think there's a way, in a strange way, that I could remedy this, because we're about to lose the entire ship and possibly what's left of the fleet. And you might also lose your wife.
You say that, and his face darkens even more.
I need to get control of the engines on the Star's End.
How do you intend on doing that?
remotely via one of the computers here.
All right, he points to a technician. You, get up. Do your work, but you don't have much time. Somebody get that interdictor offline. Where's Grakazza? She's almost screaming at you, Valery.
He's downstairs. He was taken aback by the loss of Commander Reed.
He dismisses you, almost like he didn't want to hear you say that. Grakazza, get up here and start doing the leadership thing and lead your goddamn teams. You, what are you doing here? He looks at Tun Po, who's staring at the hologram.
Sorry, sir. He's not going towards the Trade Federation ships. Where's he going?
He's on we've been following him. He's headed towards the Super Star Destroyer.
Do you have a tractor beam?
Yes, we have a tractor beam, but he's outside of our range.
Well, grab him. Oh. What other ships are around besides the Destiny Horizon?
As you're looking up at... Oh, Destiny Horizon's the only friendly. There are two Star Destroyers, a Super Star Destroyer, Interdictor, hundreds of TIE Fighters. The Destiny Horizon fleet's doing the best that they can, but they're having a hard time keeping things in check.
All right. Okay. I've got to do this then. I'm going to go over to the computer console. I'm going to try and call up control of the jump drive on board the Star's End.
So the Star's End has heavy encryption, and you're going to have to make a daunting computer check, which is 4 purple.
Sure. Okay. Where's this?
Oh, Ethan, you're still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I figured you just but... By the way, we'll be recruiting for our 4th spot. No, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding me? I'm not listening. I'm watching this.
All right, let's see. How many... What's this doing? Okay. You said 4 purple?
Yep. Oh, for our audience, since we're on the rolling screen, just ignore that Coran Reed character there in the bottom left. Just put a hand up on the monitor.
I'm putting a bird body there.
Any light side points to use?
Yeah, we've got 2 left.
Mind if I use one?
Go for it.
Okay. Do I add this to the dice pool here? Or well, yeah, I do. I add it to one of mine.
Yeah, you just click use light side and then click and just put one on the upgrade side on the blue, green, yellow dice side on the dice pool.
Okay. All right.
Tun Po is going to move over to Valery as she's starting to do this and ask quietly, "Are you absolutely sure you want to do this?"
I don't want to let that ship get into the hands of the Empire. God knows what they could do with it. I'd rather be the one to make that choice and let something else happen, and hopefully something good.
Now, Valery, as you make this roll, I'm just going to cut the scene real quick to Grakazza.
Sure.
Grakazza, you got the orders from Zoran to get your ass to the bridge and lead your teams. What do you do?
I stand there for a moment and then I turn around and just kind of look in the old quarters for the 3 wise men, because that's where I'm at, right?
Yep. Yeah, there's actually a picture of you and Reed when Reed was first enlisted, standing there next to a hot barrel and Hoth, while O'Brien's freezing his ass off. Jebediah's like drinking some moonshine, and Petrov is sitting in the corner smugly looking at the picture. And down at the bottom it says the Idiot's Array.
walk over to it and I pick up the picture, look at it, and then just smash it against the wall.
You smash the picture, like to break the frame? Yeah, you break the frame. You now have a piece of picture. Like a piece of paper. I
kind of crumple it and stuff it in my belt. And
yeah, you stuff it in your belt, and then all of a sudden you're... Grakazza!
Yes.
Ha ha! We did it!
Mick?
Yep, Mick's voice is coming through the console. I'm getting me the hell out of here!
You got the interdictor?
It's about to be got!
We'll get back to the horizon. I've got stuff to do.
Oh, I'm trying!
Well, I'll let them know. And then I cut comms with Mick, and then I start running towards the bridge, and I try to hail Commander Zorn.
Yeah, as you're moving towards the bridge, you're hailing Commander Zorn. He goes, "Yes, Grakazza, what is it?" You get
Mick and his friend got the interdictor. They successfully planted something on the interdictor. It's going to go down.
No shit. All right, get up to the bridge quickly.
I'm already on my way.
So yeah, you get into the turbo lift.
And I'll be right back. Sorry, 1 second.
He's like, and now I have to go die.
I have to cry.
So yeah, basically, Tun Po and Valery, go ahead and make your computers roll against a daunting check, Valery.
Okay, that's just the, I hit the computer button, right?
Yes, you put 4 purple on your side, and then you hit the computer button.
Yeah, I'm so used to doing the other thing.
Hang on.
Pardon me?
Did you spend a light side yet?
Yes, I did. I said I upgraded one.
You didn't click the button.
Oh, see, that's what I wasn't sure. Do I hit the actual light side button?
Right, you gotta use light side, the one in the middle.
Yes, and then hit that.
Yep, go ahead and hit that first. There you go.
Okay.
And now it will register your upgrade, and now you just click the computer button.
Okay.
That's your computer score?
No. Why did it roll all those greens?
I don't know.
My computer has 3 green. It should be 3 green and 1 yellow.
So go up to your dice pool, make sure there's nothing else added. Did you accidentally add stuff? Because mine's blank.
No, I did an upgrade 1.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll it one more time. I think that was just a goof.
Okay, do I leave the upgrade?
The upgrade 1 on the left side. Should be 4 purple on the right, and then just go down and hit computers again.
Okay.
It was probably just a fart in the Java API.
All right. No, I did it again.
Okay, so go up to die pool. We're going to do it this way. Just go up to die pool.
Sure.
And you said it was 3 green and 1 yellow, right?
Yes.
So go ahead and...
Should I remove the upgrade?
No, keep the upgrade. I'm going to try something real quick.
Okay.
3 green and 1 yellow is your standard, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Okay, yeah, then just roll that. And it should roll 2 green, 2 yellow. If it doesn't, we'll manually do it. Go for it. Hit the D20 in the middle of dice pool.
Okay.
There we go. You failed.
Oh.
And as you're trying to get in there, the encryption gives you a whole bunch of access errors, and now the Destiny Horizon appears to be downloading a file.
Okay. I looked to see what it's downloading.
It appears to be an executable program that's being downloaded to the Destiny's operating systems.
I keep watching it. All right.
Yeah, and it says 50%, 75%, 100%.
I don't think that's a good thing.
Let's see exactly what it is, what we just got.
Yeah, and then you see on the computer there's a little executable that you can click on to run it. And it says, thank you. That's what it's titled.
I run it.
Okay, so you click on it, and all of a sudden this Cooper Industries logo appears. And it's like, thank you very much for attempting to hack one of our systems. Unfortunately for you, we have active subroutines to prevent such a measure. Please enjoy this piece of software, as we're sure that you will have a hard time fumbling to undo anything that you have already attempted to do on our end. And when you enter the engine override for the Star's End, all of a sudden the Destiny Horizons engines go and completely drop off. There's warning klaxons going off. Grakazza, you open up the doors and everybody's looking around as there's an engine systems alert.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know what this is. What the hell's going on? Zoran sounds just as confused, but out
I was trying to stop the...
Hang on.
Oh, go ahead.
Out the viewport, you see the interdictor go boom. In fact, the light is so bright, everybody on the bridge is like, whoa, as it just explodes and the gravity wells shatter. And the moment that the gravity wells shatter, you see two of the Star Destroyers go in hyperspace out.
Well, they did it.
Yeah?
But why did they run away?
I don't know. Well, what I did was I tried to stop the Star's End, and it sent something back.
What?
Which has turned us off.
And he looks over to
Cooper, somebody
Poe
called
and
Cooper's
Valery.
Industries.
Arrest those two! And all of a sudden the bridge staff comes up and they're like, Miss Eftichui, you
It gets
come with
doctor.
us.
At least call me doctor.
Dr.
Well,
Eftichui, come with us.
I don't know if you want to do that yet. Let's wait and see what happens out there with the Star's End. It's trying to join the Empire. And you don't want that to happen.
You shut down our only way of escape. You're coming to the brig before you can do more harm. Come on, you two. And a gun presses against Tun Po's back.
For not to be shot again.
Yeah, they start pushing you two. Valery, do you cooperate?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so they take you down into the turbo lift. Grakazza, you just watch them. What do you do?
I turned to the commander and the admiral and just, what in the world is going on?
They tried to communicate with the Star's End, and apparently, and then all of a sudden this thing comes up on the screens, and it's like, thank you for attempting to hack one of Cooper Industries' transport ships. We are happy to report that your systems appear to be protected behind militant firewalls. Your actions will be reported to the Galactic Empire immediately, and most of your subroutines will be shut down until this process can be handled. Have a nice day.
Val, what did you do?
Well, no, I wasn't expecting to do that. I was expecting to stop the Star's End.
Another flash of light comes from outside. Grakazza, you don't see what it is immediately. Would you like to approach the windows of the bridge?
Yes.
Yeah, you and all the other officers are running up. And you see the Super Star Destroyer start to tilt downward a little bit, and the bridge is gone. It's just a fireball on the top of the Super Star Destroyer.
God damn it, they did it. And I go to hail my teams on there.
Nothing.
I try again.
Nothing. Grakazza. Zoran's pointing at the hologram. There's
I look
only
up.
2 active signals further Rook's array. You and Jebediah. 20 lost souls. Or no, actually, it was 125 lost souls.
I take a step back and just sit down on the ground.
Yeah, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle this. The Admiral seems to be the only one experienced. All right, I want our technicians immediately over to that computer. Get that virus out of the system! And then he turns his head over to some of the crew on board. retract our fighters. We need to be prepared to defend the Destiny Horizon from enemy attack. And they're like, yes. And then they start moving forward. Grakazza, son. And he kneels down. I know you've been through a lot. But there's 2 Rooks Away soldiers who were never entered into the system that need your help right now.
Understood, Admiral.
Get to the post. Escort them back to the ship.
Will do. And I go to follow his order.
Yeah, you follow his order, and you move over towards the entryway of the console that leads to the communications. And you can go ahead and communicate with them if you want. And it's got like a little small map. It's not very good, but nothing like looking at the war map.
Yeah. I hail Mick.
Yeah, Mick answers and it's like, Grakazza, buddy! How's it going?
Horrible, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Same here.
But...
Apparently, we're in a tractor beam. I know, Typhoon! I'm about ready to space this asshole.
Tractor beam from what? The Super Star Destroyer?
No, these stupid Trade Federation ships.
Oh, no. Have they tried to communicate with you at all?
Actually, yes. They were communicating, asking me to surrender, and then they saw who I was. I might be wanted by the Trade Federation.
Just hang tight.
Typhoon, I know! I didn't want to answer the call. We had no choice. I had no choice. Everybody gets boarded sometimes.
Just sit tight and don't do anything else to get yourself wanted by anybody else in this fucking galaxy. And I shut down the comms and I turned to Zora.
The Wookiee starts cursing him out. He's like, ooh, and you shut off comms.
I run up to the Admiral. Admiral, we have a huge problem with Mick.
What?
He's wanted by the Trade Federation.
And?
He's in a tractor beam from the Trade Federation ships off our perimeter.
We can't just leave him here. Soren rubs his forehead. After what he just did, he's a goddamn hero. With that interdictor gone, they will never ever be able to pull us out of hyperspace again. He's saved countless lives. Him and Commander Reed. Grakazza, you remember how they selflessly threw you out of the transport onto the Star's End and then took off to continue the mission regardless.
What's their armament like compared to ours?
They would obliterate us. This is a frigate. Those are 3 battle cruisers. And according to our scanners, they just unleashed a ton of vulture droids. Wait a minute. Zoran squints as he looks in. I don't believe this. The vulture droids, they're forming up on our wings, look. And you see the blips of like all the remaining rebel starfighters flying around, and the vulture droids are actually flying in tandem and helping to mop up the rest of the TIE fighters.
What the hell? Why would they help us? They were content to sit outside before.
I don't know. Do we have something that they want?
Val mentioned something. Somebody.
Soren gets kind of a chip on his shoulder and goes, well, Admiral, it seems I'm going to need to release your prisoners back into my custody. And he goes, fine, do it. And you guys are being escorted down into the brig. And Hank binders get attached to Tun Po's hands behind his back. And one of them apologetically looks at Valery and goes, ma'am, I'm sorry. I have to.
Well, here, you can put
hang
them on.
Yes? Affirmative. Sorry for the misunderstanding, and they take the binders off of Tun Po. They're like, you two are wanted back on the bridge.
All right, well, thank you. Let's go.
Tun Po looks at Valery and says, once again, what in the hell is wrong with these people?
Do you say that in Celestin?
Yes.
Because I think, Valery, you would be very much multilingual, given your field. So you probably could speak Celestin back.
I know.
Wait till you meet my people. They're quite normal.
So we go head up to the thing, and we're in the lift, and I tell him, I'm sorry I got you into this.
I believe we pretty much got ourselves into this. We didn't really give you a choice, did we?
Well, still, I feel responsible, especially after that. Cooper Industries. Figures.
And as you come up to the bridge and the door opens, Grakazza is standing there looking baffled at the war table. And a large communication screen above the war table has the same angry-faced aged Nemodian, and he's like, now, will you talk to us and at least negotiate? We expect compensation for all of the trouble that you have put us through.
What do you want?
We want Laren! And this is where we are going to end this part, in this happy third part of the episode. It is part 3, right, guys?
Yes.
Yes, the third part of this episode. And we will come back for the fourth part of our episode in just a bit. Bye-bye now.
Bye.